Hey friends, this is Carl with Historic. I'm here at the Hyrum, Utah City Cemetery. I'm going to take a look around. I'm driving through it right now and I see a whole bunch of interesting grave markers that I want to check out. I don't think I'll have time to look at all of them because I want to do another cemetery today, but we will go take a look. Alright, we're looking for a few specific grave markers, but there are definitely some interesting ones that I want to check out. I don't know who they belong to. I want to find Mette Katrina Jensen, who it appears is the oldest burial here. She died on August 12th, 1860. And I did find Mette Jensen almost immediately after I stopped the camera. But here it is right here. We got Mette Katrina Jensen, wife of Jens P. Jensen, who is buried right next to her, Jens Peter Jensen. This is a marker that's made to look as though it is stone, but if you get closer, you can knock on it. It's actually metal. I believe it's aluminum. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm willing to be wrong. But they would make these. They were relatively inexpensive, and they do look pretty nice. And most of the metal ones I've seen have lasted through the years very well. Right now I'm looking for Earl Lindley in section Q. He didn't die too long ago, and only in 2012. Apparently he was a professional football player in Canada, but he's listed on Find a Grave as one of the famous interred of the Hyrum City Cemetery. Getting close, I have it on GPS.
In silence, I find my peace of mind. A moment to breathe, to leave the world behind. No distractions, just me and my thoughts. I'm searching for answers that cannot be taught. Alone but not lonely, I've come to embrace this serenity. Alone but not lost, in this solitude I find what it cost.
That was nice. I thought that one was metal, but it is definitely stone. That's how convincing the metal ones are. I see a Lindley right over here. This dark one, I wonder if that's it. I don't see any other Lindleys, so it's probably not a large family plot. Let's see. Earl Lindley, there we go. The famous Earl Lindley of Canadian football. Let's see, he played football for 4 seasons, 1954 to 1957, in the Canadian Football League with the Edmonton Eskimos. I bet that EE is their logo. And then there's a picture of the Logan, Utah LDS temple right there. Let's see, he was selected by the Chicago Bears for the NFL draft but he opted to play for the Canadian Football League. So he could have played in the NFL, but chose not to. Well, that was certainly exciting, seeing the famous Earl Lendley of the Edmonton Eskimos. Now I'm looking for Chase J. Nielsen, who also died about 20 years ago. I'm old, holy cow. 2007. Let's go find him. Almost lost to the grass is Larson, don't know, Thorson, don't know. There's obviously one here. There we go. I don't want to touch it too much. Yeah, I can't even read it. Probably Thorson, because here's another Thorson. Alright, so this person we're looking for, Chase J. Nielsen, was in World War II. He got a Purple Heart. He was in a plane crash. He was taken as a Japanese prisoner of war for, 40 months? Holy cow. I'm just seeing if I can find his rank on here. Usually says on the marker, Lieutenant Colonel. So Lieutenant Colonel Nielsen, there he is right there. J. Nielsen. I don't normally get super sappy and sad about grave markers being broken. It's just part of death, I guess. Not like eventually all of these grave markers are going to fall down unless they're taken care of frequently. But this one does look a little sad. Let's see. Cesar Adrian Guzman. And then words in Espanol. I don't speak that language, so I don't know what it says, but looks like it's very heavily damaged. They probably, obviously weren't super well off if they have this hollow concrete marker. So I hope there's some family around. He has flowers, so hopefully someone is going to make sure it's repaired or replaced altogether. A lot of these people with really nice monuments probably had a lot of money, and they're the ones whose names still stand after over 100 years. But if you don't have money for a good headstone, it's going to break sooner. You're probably not going to have as many people able to take care of it, even if they want to. It's just a sad situation. So this is interesting, this monument, and then the block behind it. I would guess that monument used to be on the block, and that was the base, and that it fell down. Unfortunately, I think that's all I have time for today. I want to hit one more cemetery, and then I have to get to the next event of the conference that I'm in town for. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off now and head back to Logan. Here we are in the Logan, Utah cemetery. It's a very nice cemetery. I'll have you know the grass is much more lush and fluffy than in Hyrum. But there are tons of pine trees around here, so see how prickly it gets. I'm bringing my iPad because this cemetery has a published self-guided tour that you can take. It's a list of interesting features and their location within the cemetery. So it has a map of the cemetery and a letter next to each feature. So you just find that on the map and make your way there. Just kidding, I couldn't find Hannah Blair. Maybe I'll stumble upon it. But I found Frank. So I don't know why I wasn't able to find Hannah. Should have been easy. I was counting and everything. So I don't know, but I want to show you this one. All right, this is a famous grave marker for a fun reason. You've probably seen it online and others like it. Looks normal until you get back here. There's Kay's fudge recipe. People think that's funny. You can see here the boundary of a family grave plot. The front of that says Hill, so this is the Hill family. It's just a little concrete curb marking out their plot. Some families do that, most of them don't. So this is the grave of Ezra Taft Benson. He was one of Cache Valley's founding fathers. He was the grandfather of Ezra Taft Benson, who you may know from 1970s politics, I think a little bit into the 80s as well, or 1980s and early 90s Mormonism, where he was famously paranoid about communism. Okay, I don't want to be weird and walk over there while I'm videoing, but I'm walking near my old apartment. So I have never seen this one. This was added after I've moved from Logan, I assume in 2017. It's very interesting. I don't know if they meant for there to be water in there or not. It looks like it's seal. Oh, there's some cracks in the seal there. But that's very interesting. Not a statue. Really like the Art Deco style of this one. It's super cool. There's this statue of a crying woman. And the folklore is that on a full moon, you can come out and hear her crying. I don't know about that. But check out these eyes. Okay, we're still walking. We need to go. We're gonna go to the flagpole and use that as a landmark to find our way. So you can see while I'm walking, this is the guided tour that I'm working off of. It's a PDF and you can download it from, I believe, the cemetery website. Sorry, it's hard to do this with one hand on such a big device. Anyway, it's a list of interesting features. Okay, I think that's all I have time for on the guided tour. I'm gonna cut across here, back to my car, and if I see anything interesting, I'll get some video of it.